Hi everyone, and welcome back to the KaijuCinema YouTube channel. Today, we are unboxing my very first anything, and since I was a little kid running this channel. And while I have gotten some kaiju stuff over the years, which I'd like to show you guys in a collection update type video, kind of a throwback to what used to be the big thing to do back in the day on Godzilla YouTube, but I have something new. And once I've kind of more or less re-entered my Godzilla fixation, I saw how Hiya Toys has kind of taken over the space, and there's so much hype around these figures. I wanted to get in on this myself and see if they were worth the hype. I'm not a professional figure reviewer or anything, so you probably won't see figure reviews, at least too many of them on this channel, but I did want to unbox this figure and let you guys know my thoughts. So if you'll forgive my very very shitty mouse pad that has some dust stuff on, I try to clean it off, but some stuff is still just gonna appear on camera no matter what, so forgive that. It's not as dirty as it looks on camera, I promise. But without further ado, I've gotten one of my favorite incarnations of Godzilla of all time. I don't know exactly how I should position this for the camera, but I got the 2019 King of the Monsters rendition of the Monsterverse Godzilla. So, let's open her up. With my shitty ass safety scissors that I have on hand. Oh, this looks a lot like SH Monster Arts type packaging, doesn't it? Wow. This, I've not unwrapped this yet, but this looks impressive. I own the 2019 Monster Arts Godzilla, right? And while I do really like the texture of the figure, the feel of the plastic, I love how good the dorsal fins look, I love the color of the figure, the head has really bothered me. The head sculpts, the paint around the head, the eyes. There's a lot of stuff about that figure that is great, and a lot of that stuff about that figure that is lackluster. So I wanted to get this figure because it looked like the best Monsterverse Godzilla figure to date, and I would like to see if the rumors are true. Let me get a good look at this guy. Hello everyone, it's been a week since my last video, or the last footage you saw in this video. The rest was pretty unintelligible, so I decided to come back a week later, give you my advanced, more collected thoughts on this figure. And I think it is great, but it has a few flaws. So first, let's get right into this. This head sculpt is simply amazing. Look at that eye. Look at that head sculpt. It looks like it was plucked right out of the movie. This looks fantastic. The sculpt for the rest of the figure, the waist down, looks almost as incredible, or not from the waist down, from the waist up, this torso area looks almost as incredible. These spines look great, but you get to a funky point here. Suddenly, the detail gets much worse, and the figure itself becomes much glossier right here, and it is distracting. Look at those spines, how they go from really, really nice, rich detail to unrendered video game graphics. It's not amazing, and I'm not a big fan. The detail on the legs and the tail is definitely a little bit lower also, but it is fine. It is not terribly noticeably worse. The other thing I wanted to comment on is the paint. I don't love the brown paint on everything, but it definitely does accentuate this figure's detail a lot better than just nothing. So overall, oh, and one other thing, the articulation on this figure is generally just fantastic, on par with Monster Arts, except for the waist, which I think needs the ability to go back and forth more. It can go side to side enough, but rocking back and forth it just cannot do, which is a bummer. So overall, for 50 bucks, this is one of the best Godzilla figures you might ever be able to buy. But I wanted to do a quick comparison with SH Monster Arts. I've already talked about a little bit. A lot of people are talking about Hiya as the new big dog to replace SH Monster Arts when it comes to premium articulated Godzilla figures, and I can't help but agree a little bit. Now, as we currently stand, SH Monster Arts has way better articulation. It has all of these joints for incredible waist movement that the Hiya just does not have. And that is a plus for SH Monster Arts, but just about everything else, quality control, paint, sculpt, goes towards Hiya. And for much, much less money, this was $50, and I believe back in 2019 this was $70. Even that $20 price point does not, I don't think, justifies a worse sculpt and way better articulation. I feel like this is still where I would recommend you spend your money. Additionally, Monster Arts has gotten worse in terms of quality control and pricier. So there is increasingly less reason to buy Monster Arts. Even if I have a couple issues here, I feel like this is a better constructed figure than this, and it has a better representation of the character. Now, I primarily really hope that this causes SH Monster Arts to pick up their game, because nothing is better for the end consumer than these two brands competing on quality and price point, driving quality up and price down, hopefully, so that we can have the best possible figures for our dollar. And for now, Hiya is exactly that, but you never know. Monster Arts really might show up one of these days. That's about all I wanted to say. This figure is great, and I've said it a few times, but I absolutely recommend you purchase it if you have the spare money for it. If you do already have this figure, I would be really curious as to hearing your thoughts on it, and whether or not Monster Arts will struggle because of it, whether or not Monster Arts will retaliate, who knows? I would like to hear your opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel and watching this little figure unboxing mini review. I love that I am making this content again. It has been really fun, and I really hope to see you guys around in the next video. See y'all later. Bye.